I'm sorry if you hear my fan, but it's hot out here. I live in California, but lately it's been in the hundreds. I don't know what's going on. This video is all the books I read June through March. It's not that many. Let's just get into the nitty gritty. To start off, the first book I read this year was A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tillie Cole. It's supposed to be a really sad book. I gave it 4 stars. The tropes in this book are childhood friends to lovers, a second chance romance, and I believe that's it. It's YA and it also has no spice, which is a YA, so it's expected, but you never know. They're crazy out here. Anyways, I love Poppy. I loved Poppy's character. I love Rune. It's a little cheesy and a little corny just because it is a YA, but overall the story I really loved. It didn't make me cry. I didn't cry at all in this book. I don't know why. I've seen so many reaction videos of them just bawling uncontrollably. That didn't happen to me. I did tear up in the very first chapter, which I'm not going to get into because I don't want to spoil the book. But overall, it was a good book. If you like sad books, childhood friends to lovers, second chance romances, this is your book. I recommend. The next book I read was by Colleen Hoover, It Ends With Us. This book is all over everywhere. People love this book. I gave it a 2.5 stars to 3. Honestly, it's a 3. I cringed so much in this book. Okay, let's start with what I liked. I loved Atlas. I love the past tense because this is only Lily's point of view, but you get past and present. I read it in one sitting. So for that, I do give it 3 stars. However, I did not like Riles at all. I didn't like Riles and Lily together. I didn't like how the past was written, like the whole Ellen Dory thing. If you read the book, I'm sure you have. It was weird to me, but I'm so excited for It Starts With Us. I pre-ordered it. I want to read it because I'm assuming it's Atlas. I hope that he is the same as he is in this book because I really did like him. But yeah, overall, I think it's a 3-star book. And then after that one, I read Ugly Love, which I've seen so many reaction videos of people crying to this book as well. It actually didn't make me cry at all. I also gave it a 2.5 to 3 stars. This is a Friends with Benefits, brother's best friend. It also has dual POV, but it's Miles' POV is from the past, so you get his point of view referencing his past and why he's so closed off, and then you get the present from Tate. That was pretty interesting. Again, I flew through this book. I didn't love all the tropes in here, to be honest. I felt like Tate, I don't know, I'm like, if someone tells you straight up, like, I don't want to be with you, I'm not looking for anything, then you get mad at them for doing exactly what they told you they were gonna do. I know people love this book. It holds a special place in their hearts. I feel like I'm so negative. And I just want to preference that I do love books, and my 3 stars aren't like that they're bad. It's just that I personally, 4 stars for me is I would reread. 5 stars is books that hold a special meaning in my heart. It's not really like the story or the characters. It just holds a special place in my heart. It got me through something, basically. So 5 stars for me, it made me feel all my feelings. 4 stars, like, I would reread. I enjoyed it. I love the characters. I love the story. I would reread. 3 stars are, they're good. They're just not my favorite. You know, I wouldn't reread it, and for me, that's why this is 3-star, but that's okay. The next book I read was Love in Other Words. This is everywhere, everyone's favorite. But it's not mine. I'm sorry, okay? I rated this a 4 stars, but I want to reread it to give it a second chance because I don't really remember it. I think when I read this, I was reading like crazy because my whole family had COVID. And so maybe I was just delusional. We can blame it on COVID. It's childhood friends to lovers, second chance romance. I don't want to spoil the book. If you haven't read it, I would recommend it. I think it was really cute and I actually felt their connection. It's not dual POV, but it is past and present, which I feel like it makes the book go by faster. So I do remember reading it pretty fast and I did like it. I just don't remember loving it. I'm not sure if it's because of all the hype, you know? I'm gonna give it a second chance, hopefully reread it this year. And I saw that it comes in a different cover and I love that cover, so I kind of want to pick it up and then reread it. And then I read Archer's Voice. I gave it another 4 stars. I'm not sure if I would reread this book. I love Archer. I love his story. I love her story. I personally don't like a lot of steamy books, spicy books. So this was definitely, I was not expecting this much spice. In this book, I thought it was gonna be completely different. I think that's why I knocked it down so much, because it's so much. This was a lot. You don't like that, stay away from it. But the story itself, if it didn't have that, this would be a 5-star book for me. It really would. And then I read 5 Feet Apart. This is so beautiful. This is a YA book. It actually is a movie as well. I really did like it. It's a really cute story. It's YA, there's no spice, and it's kind of like a forbidden romance type book. It talks about cystic fibrosis. So it's a really interesting book, and I love the movie as well. The main character's name is Stella, and I really like her. I think she's so feisty, and I gave it a 3-star, 3.5 stars. I don't know if I would reread it anytime soon. I'm a cover girl. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. But look at these covers. They're so pretty. All this time by the same authors, Mickey and Rachel. I did like it. It was funky. I didn't see the little twist in here. I usually guess plot twist. The plot twist threw me off. It's definitely a different type of book, but it's also no spice. Inside it says, can you find true love after losing everything? Can you? That didn't explain anything. You're welcome. Oh, did I mention what star I gave it? I think I gave it a 3-star. And then I read All the Bright Places. This book I gave a 2.5 star. It's supposed to be really sad. I actually didn't cry in this book either. I read it because I thought it was going to be a sad Fault in Our Stars type of book, and it was not. The only thing I really enjoyed about it was the little sticky notes, which they have back here. They have like little quotes. It talks a lot about grief, so if that's a triggering thing for you, I wouldn't pick this up. It talks about suicide a lot. I don't remember any spice. I believe it's a YA book. I went into it wanting to cry. I needed a good cry, and it didn't give it to me still. And then, yeah, I lost the cover to this, and I hate hardcover books because I hate the sleeves. But anyways, The Love Hypothesis, I gave it 4 stars because I would reread this. It's a grumpy sunshine. Oh, it's fake dating. The only thing with this book was that it was so cringy and cheesy. I would reread this. I thought it was really cute, but some parts of it were really cringy. There is one spicy scene in here. It was a really quick read. I did love Adam in this book. I didn't love Olive. I love her name. I didn't love her as a character. And then I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This is giving me like Hunger Game vibes, but I love the cover. I gave this book a 3.5 stars to 4 stars because I did enjoy the story. It was a little too dark for me, and it does drag on for a while, so the middle part, it kind of lost me a little bit. However, I really did enjoy it, so I don't know if I have the patience to reread this again and go through it all over again, but I did enjoy it. I love the ending. I thought it was really interesting, an interesting concept. However, I do think, 1, it was a little too dark for me, and 2, it really dragged on. And I'm sorry if I'm not giving a synopsis of the books. I just don't like going into books knowing what they're about, because I feel like that's the fun of it. Like, you discover the story as you're reading. But if you guys do like that, let me know. I can give a synopsis. I didn't read anything in February, but March I read 3 books. And I read You and Me on Vacation, which is also People We Meet on Vacation. This is the UK cover. I gave this book a 3-star. It's 1 POV, and you have past, present. It makes the book go by a lot faster. It's friends to lovers, second chance romance. And yeah, I don't know, it felt a little flat for me, to be honest. I didn't love it. And then I read Beach Read. I went into it thinking it was like a fluffy romance book. Not a lot of like heavy topics like in You Meet on Vacation. It's just like a fun romance. They go on vacation a lot as friends. It's a really fun book to read. It's entertaining. I just didn't fall in love with it. So I went into it thinking it was going to be like that, like Beach Read. They're on the beach reading books, and I knew that they were both authors, and they write books, and she writes romance books. I thought he wrote like mystery books or something. It's a lot heavier of a book. However, I did enjoy this one more than People We Meet on Vacation. I give this one a 4 stars. I would actually reread this. I just don't remember loving it. And then The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I know a lot of people hate this book. Basically, it is an enemies to lovers type book. I gave it a 3.5 stars to 4. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars. Would I reread it? I don't know. I think I would reread this. Why am I so indecisive? I don't know. It's been a long time since I read this book. I remember enjoying it, and I know a lot of people didn't like the ending because they felt like it was like 2 separate books. I did enjoy that. I feel like they weren't gonna stay on vacation forever. So, and you If you've read this book, you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, read the book. There isn't a lot of spice in this book. I liked their banter together. I felt their connection, like it was believable. But yeah, those are all the books I read January through March. I hope you enjoy this video. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe. I'm gonna do my April through June, August wrap up. I just bought a bunch of new books, so I'm gonna be doing a book haul. Hopefully I get the chance to film all these videos and learn how to edit again. We're doing book videos for a little bit, okay? Let me know your 5-star recommendations. Maybe I could pick them up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!